What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to my guide to the best cheap, high potential defensive midfielders in FIFA 16. As always, just today we're going to look at my recommendations. For the full article, head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com. That will have every defensive midfielder in the game who has a minimum potential of 80 and a maximum overall of 75. That just helps keep the prices down a bit. So now let's have a look at my recommendations. So first up we have Emre Can. He starts at 75 overall and has 83 potential. He's 21 years old and plays for Liverpool. His value is £3.8 million, and if you send off an inquiry you'll get a price back of £7 million, so you can get him for around about £6 million. His wages are £35,000, he's on a 4-year contract, he's right-footed with a 4-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves, and he also has the flair trait. So I've picked out Can because just look at how versatile he is. He is an ideal box-to-box midfielder because he excels in both attack and defence. His 77 sprint speed, 78 stamina and 83 strength will see him covering every blade of grass to win back the ball, while his excellent passing means he can then turn defence into attack and feed his teammates. He can cross, dribble and tackle, and is also great in the air, so is an excellent addition to any team. Next up we have Dyer. He starts at 74 overall and has 84 potential. He's 21 years old and plays for Spurs. His value is £3.5 million. If you send off an inquiry you get a price back of £6.5 million, so you can get him for around about £5.8 million. His wages are £30,000, he's on a 5-year contract and he's right-footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, and he has the power header trait. So if you're after more of a ball winner, then Dyer is the player to go for. Like Can, he is very strong and great at tackling, so he's going to be able to shut down opposition attacks before they reach your back line. He's even better than Can in the air, and with his powerful shot and accurate free kicks, don't be surprised if he scores a fair few goals for your team. Go for him if you want a rock who will dominate the opposition in midfield. And then finally we have Sergey Sampe. He starts at 70 overall and has 82 potential. He's 20 years old and plays for FC Barcelona. His value is just £1.5 million. If you send off an inquiry they'll give you a price of £2.4 million, so you can get him for around about £1.8 million. His wages are £20,000, he's on a 2-year contract and he's right-footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves, and he also has the long passer trait. So defensive midfielders often make perfect deep-lying playmakers, and if you're after that sort of player then Sergey Sampe is your best bet. Despite being rated 70, he has 84 short passing, 76 long passing and 81 vision. That is incredible for his age and his overall, and means that by the time he reaches his 82 potential he is going to be a pass master in the mould of Andrea Pirlo. The fact that you can buy him for less than £2 million is the icing on the cake. I'm now going to show you how my recommendations did after 3 years of growth. There'll be no player training, just base growth, so remember that if you train these players they can do even better. Okay, here is Emre Can after 3 years of growth. He's now rated 79 at 24 years old, and he's still that fantastically versatile player we were talking about earlier. Just look at his mental stats, all of them at least 80. If his interceptions go up 1 more, then he gets the tactician speciality, so he's great at intercepting the ball. He's got fantastic vision, and his attack positioning is great as well, so he gets himself into good positions to score goals. And speaking of which, he's got a very powerful shot. He can shoot from distance, and he's good in the air, but his passing is great, and so is his tackling. His dribbling is good and his crossing as well. He can pretty much do anything you need him to, so if you want that flexible player, he is a great one to go for. And if you thought that Can looked good, just look at Dyer now. He's rated 80 after 3 years of growth at 24 years old, and he is just incredible. He's got some amazing attacking stats like 84 heading accuracy, 88 shot power. His passing is fantastic too, 81 long passing and 80 short passing, but he can tackle as well. 86 stand tackle is incredible. His strength has gone up, so he's got the strength speciality now. He's got 86 strength. He can also cross, his ball control is good, and he has a little bit of pace, and he's got very good stamina as well. So he is a fantastic all-round player, kind of like Can as well, but a bit more defensive, and with that powerful shot he's going to be scoring some goals as well. And now we have Sampe after 3 years of growth, and he's now rated 79 at 23 years old. His passing, once again, it was his best stat before, and now it's just as good. It's even better, in fact. He's got 91 short passing, 87 long passing and 85 vision. His vision just needs to go up 1 more point and he'll have the playmaker speciality. His tackling is also very good as well, 80 stand tackle and 75 slide tackle, and his ball control 87 is just incredible as well. So if you want a deep lying playmaker, this is the one to go for. He is just fantastic. So that is it for my look at the best cheap high potential defensive midfielders in FIFA 16. As always, check out my full article on FIFAscoutingtips.com. that will have every defensive midfielder in the game who has a minimum potential of 80 and a maximum overall of 75, so I'll just keep the prices down so they can stay cheap for you. Don't forget that the Scouting God contest this month is on the strongest players 18 or under, so if you found a great player that matches that description, make sure you take a picture of them when they are in the academy or just after they've been promoted. Make sure there's no stat growth just to keep it fair for everybody else. You can then send that picture to @FIFA Scouting using the hashtag ScoutingGod, or you can submit it on facebook.com/FIFAscoutingtips, or you can leave a link to the image in the comments below, or submit it on FIFAscoutingtips.com. Those are ways of doing that, and that will end at the end of November, so you've got plenty of time left on that one, so make sure you get a good entry in for that. Keep all your feedback coming and any other ideas you've got for this channel and for my website. I want to hear it all. I do try and read all your comments and all your feedback and make sure I improve what I do. So make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Spark beating 3 defenders and smashing the ball into the top of the net. That being his first goal for the club, a great way to break your duck for the team.